Richard Scotti Attributes of Reputed Judge. The judiciary system plays a vital role in any democratic country. And in judiciary system, the reputation of judges is most important concern. For a judge to be well reputed, what are the features that must be identified? Which qualities should an applicant have to be well liked for judicial office? The diverse and balanced MSBA committee, which researched and deliberated on this query for 2 years, concluded that the judicial recruitment and choice system must maximize the diversity of every bench, now not handiest as to race, gender, and ethnicity, but also as to expert background, level and competencies. Beneath that umbrella, it then concluded that the subsequent features ought to be well known in all judicial applicants. Today in this article, we are sharing the former court judge, Richard Scotti's views about the skills and attributes of a reputed judge. 1. Judicial temperament of a reputed judge. This character trait of an honorable judge encompasses each the capacity to use the regulation to the data and to understand how a judicial selection will affect the people performing before the court. It's the capacity to talk with recommenders, jurors, witnesses, and events flippantly and with politeness, in addition to the willingness to pay attention to and take into account what is stated on all sides of a controversial proposition. To be a reputed judge, a candidate needs to showcase the subsequent aspects of proper judicial temperament: persistence, open-mindedness, courtesy, tact, braveness, punctuality, firmness, knowledge, compassion, humility, and commonplace sense. Those features need to be tested consistently. For candidates who already keep a judgeship, those characteristics have to have consistently manifested themselves to all of the court's stakeholders interacting with the judge, irrespective of the station in life, career, type of case, illustration by using suggest or lack thereof. A judicial candidate must be capable of working out forbearance under provocation, dealing with others with sensitivity and without giving offense, and assimilating facts outdoors the candidates revel in without bias and undue issue or strain. A candidate should be able to manage non-public strain without unloading on others. She or he must understand that the location isn't always only disturbing, however an official governmental role of the public is considered, with its enterprise performed largely in full view, and that criticism and scrutiny are inherent inside the function. Applicants afraid of or unsure about these factors of the job must be counseled to reconsider. 2. Intelligence of an honorable judge. That is the capacity of an honorable judge to recognize and observe felony rules, analyses, and procedures to one-of-a-kind data and circumstances, and the capability to perceive, comprehend, and understand new principles and ideas. 3. Ethics for reputed judge. There has to be no doubt about an applicant's non-public or professional ethics. As an attorney, a candidate should have maintained widespread behavior above the minimal widespread set forth within the disciplinary guidelines and should no longer be disciplined by the lawyer grievance fee. A candidate needs to be aware of and abide by means of the ethical concepts enunciated inside the code as guidance in precise conditions. A candidate needs to have taken part in continuing bar activities within the regions of felony ethics and professionalism. A candidate has to have proven a non-public trend of ethical behavior that stands out among both the overall citizenry and the applicant's fellow practitioners. 4. Courage and integrity of reputed judge. A reputed judge's legal courage is the willingness to do what the law calls for the decision to do, even though the path the choose must comply with is not the popular one. Integrity is not being influenced by means of the identification, race, gender, political popularity, wealth, or courting of the birthday celebration or lawyer before the judge. Greater essentially, it is not doing what the judge knows to be incorrect. A judicial applicant ought to possess both courage and integrity. 5. Enjoy and training. For reputed judge, prior expert activities, criminal training, coaching, bar activities, and courses are very essential. The kind and amount of experience essential vary relying on the judicial function sought. A candidate has to generally be an active member of the bar for at least 5 years. A candidate for the trial bench has to have engaged in an energetic court docket exercise and should almost constantly have had some litigation experience. Tremendous enjoyment in representing clients before administrative tribunals might also qualify as litigation experience. Training and revel in might be described in another way for appellate positions. For that reason, Extra careful interest must be paid whilst trial courtroom judges apply for an appointment to an appellate court docket. The characteristics that have caused achievement as a trial court judge might not predict the same success at the appellate degree. Appellate judicial applicants generally have to have credentials as appellate attorneys, each in brief writing and oral argument. 6. Suitability to workload. To be an honorable judge, candidate should exhibit his or her compatibility with the workload of the courtroom. Folks who dislike writing critiques need to not be encouraged for appellate positions. People who dislike site visitors' cases or domestic cases would in addition be bad choices for the district and circuit courts, respectively. The position of a judge is much respected and it takes a lot to be a good and reputed judge. In the above article, Richard Scotti talked about qualities that a respected judge needs to have and everything you need to know about it.